Hi, my name is Rose Castro, and I am an author. I publish under R. Castro, and I chose that name because I really am not that creative when it comes to things in the moment, kind of last minute decisions. And I was just kind of, whoa, what do I choose? And I didn't want to just go with Rose, so I just was like, oh, sure, now why not? R. Castro, that works. I'm okay with it, trust me. So I'm coming to you today because I figured, why not? I am one of millions of people across the world, and millions of American, who live with debilitating illnesses. And I was in a very dark place, because I was at an all-time low, mentally and physically, and I just was like, and now what? But I've always been a voracious reader. So I would read, and one of the things with my health is that my vision has suffered a lot. So when the Kindle was like, whew, I had to like increase the font size. And then my phone, I just kind of was like, oh, now what? So I turned to audiobooks, and they kind of helped me. And then I found a reader community, and then in the reader community, I found the writer community. Just kind of happened upon it. So let's backtrack a little bit to when I was a kid. I think many of us dabbled in poetry and short story writing. It was a way for us to escape, right? Whether it was through journaling or just, like I said, dabbling. And for me, I did a lot of that. I grew up on a ranch, and there wasn't a whole lot to do when the weather was bad. You know, we had one of those old-fashioned cranking satellites. So if the weather was bad, I wasn't going to run up on the roof and crank that satellite. So if the satellite was thrown off a little bit, then I had to, we would just like, okay, so there's no TV for us today. I would read, or I just write poetry, just simple poetry, nothing fancy. I didn't know much other than, you know, like the Giving Tree and things like that. Anyway, all this rambling for just to come here and say that I found a tribe, and they embraced me, and I thought there was only one route to publishing, and that was the traditional route. There was a lot of stigma around independent publishing, and there was a time where like you would see these little, I mean, I'm old enough to remember, you would see these little announcements like, oh, you can self-publish, and like you'd pay all this money, and then you'd order all these books, and people would be stuck with thousands of books in their garages and storage units. But that's no longer the case, and indie publishing has come a long way, and I am so grateful to be part of this process. I do it because it is therapeutic for me. It helps. And I'm sorry if I blink a lot. I live with constant headaches, and I open the blinds to let the light in, and that is, I'm like a vampire. It is literally like, it sends pulses through my head, and it really hurts. So I have to live in the dark, basically. TMI, sorry. Anyways, I wanted to start sharing with people because I know it's really difficult for everyone right now. There just seems to be so much going on in the world, and I just like to spread kindness. And no, I'm not one of those people who's just like, oh, toxic positivity, let's just share that. I'm not like that. I like to keep it real, but I also like to, like, you know, yeah, we all have some really bad moments, and there's a lot of stuff going on, but I also believe in, you know, let's have a good cry, but let's also pick ourselves up and keep going, and let's see what we could do to help each other, okay? And I'm here and I'm writing books as best as I can. And I'm just so thankful. I have a very supportive family who help me, and friends in a community who embrace me and help me get books out. I can't do this by myself. There's just no way. If you guys would see my manuscripts, what they look like when I finish them, my goodness. I mean, technology for one, you know, between dictation and just software that helps you, editing, and then just humans who help the process tremendously. But mostly it's the support system that I have. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. And because of people like you who take a chance on a person like me, to read books that I write from the heart. I'm not going to be winning any Pulitzer Awards, and that's not why I do this. I do this because I hope that my words touch you in a way that help us, right, get to the next day and just put one foot in front of another. Be kind, be well, be safe, and catch up soon. Bye.